Good morning and welcome back to Vlogmas. It is 6:09 a.m. and I have thrown the entire family for a loop by not only being up and moving, but dressed, but there is a lot in store today. So stay tuned for this day in the life, what I eat on WW as part of Vlogmas. If you are new to the channel, my name is Kim. I love coffee and I am on the WW plan. And I followed Weight Watchers as part of my journey to lose weight. Today is going to be an interesting day. So I am headed into the office for what promises to be an epic gingerbread house decorating competition. My company is fiercely competitive and I really don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to do my best to be a good participant. I have a post-op appointment. Tomorrow will be 5 weeks post-tummy tuck. And so hopefully I will get the clear to do some more light exercise, maybe even get in the water. And then I know I have a really easy dinner to share with you. I have full intentions of stopping for more coffee before actually going to the office. I need to also stop and maybe get some refrigerated cookie dough. I feel like that might be really helpful in helping my fence stay up. I don't know, but I am gonna take in some breakfast. So I'm gonna make myself an egg sandwich. I have 2 slices of light wheat toast. This is 40 calories per slice or 2 points on the WW plan for both. I have a Velveeta cheese slice, that's 1. I have some deli ham. I need to look that up. And then I'm gonna make some eggs in the microwave. That's like a trick from my grandma. And I kind of feel like I got a grandma inspired sweater on. I thrifted this yesterday just for the gingerbread house decorating competition, but eggs are 0 points. So I'm gonna get to whipping that up. Well, here this is a nice little 4-point breakfast. We have the Velveeta cheese, 1 slice of ham, 2 eggs, and light wheat toast. And I have that on a paper plate because I'll probably just take it in the car with me. But I gotta get finished getting ready. I am excited. My coffee made it through the competition. My department won best landscaping, but it was insane. Someone had a Lego Home Alone house. Another department had just all kinds of stuff. I had really underestimated how extreme people would go. They had donuts and coffee there, but honestly, we really didn't have time. My job was setting up the fence, but I did bring some grapes with me. So I might snack on those on the drive home. But yeah, after paint and cardboard with marshmallow fluff, I'm just kind of done with sugar for the day. You know what I love is when past self takes care of present day Kim. And so in this container, I have homemade chicken and noodles, and there's some broccoli in there, and I don't have to really work that hard at lunch. So I made this for dinner last night, and that was a case where past self took care of closer to future self. So I had made some chicken stock with a roasted chicken, some vegetables, and then I pulled the meat off the roasted chicken and put it in there and froze it. Yesterday I pulled that out, warmed it up, added I like to use Amish noodles because it's really hearty, and I wanted to make chicken and noodles because one of the boys, Miles, has not been feeling well, And so it just seemed perfect. And Indiana has been so gray, so dreary. And it was just like chicken and noodles sounded perfect. We had broccoli on the side. Mark put the leftover broccoli in there for me. So it's just like one and done. And seems kind of odd because my plans are to make soup tonight too. But on gray Indiana days, is there ever too much soup? Not for me. Thankfully, Miles is starting to feel better. But yeah, I'm just going to throw this in the microwave. I might do a little side salad. Let me go to the fridge and show you what I got at Kroger in case you're a Kroger shopper. I love salad kits, but the one kind of downside if you're following WW is that the dressings are really points heavy. So I found that Kroger has these salad starters, the perfect base for your favorite salad. And so they had a couple different varieties. This one is romaine lettuce, broccoli, green cabbage, carrot, and red cabbage. And you just add your toppings and your dressings. And 9 times out of 10, like that's really what I want. So, and I feel like this with the cabbage in there, it's not going to wilt as bad as like a spring mix would. And you can just top it. I got some tomatoes to go with it. I love olives, like the fat-free feta that I bought from Trader Joe's. And so I think it might be for me just finding some, you know, fun and interesting dressings that are easier to portion out as opposed to the salad kits. Although the one pro of the salad kits is you're not buying a big bottle of dressing because you want to like try a certain flavor and then throwing it out. Because I'm going to tell you what, I am going to be cleaning that fridge on Wednesday night before the garbage comes on Thursday. And I'm just going to throw a bunch of stuff out. Like, I feel like we're close enough to the new year that I need like a pantry and fridge purge. So a couple days ago, I made my 0 Point peppermint cheesecake, and it is so good, especially when you put like a little bit of whipped cream on it. Yeah, he's yawning. She's like done. So I'm gonna have just a little sweet treat after lunch. She's like, peace out. But yeah, it was good. I think it would be good with some crushed up peppermint, like baby candy canes. I did not have those. And if I would do that, I think I would definitely even do just half a teaspoon of peppermint extract. All right, I'm all buckled up, ready to head off to my post-op appointment. But I am gonna make one stop at one of the community food pantries. These are just kind of like tall storage shed type structures where you can grab something if you need it, drop off something if you want to. And it kind of removes some of the barriers to getting food assistance or closing the gap between food assistance if you receive something. And I just love them because sometimes it can be really hard for people to ask for help and you don't always know who's visiting them. I have spaghetti sauce, peanut butter and jelly, and then like a whole bag of snacks. So like if a kid is walking home from school and maybe they're food insecure, that they can just grab something or something that their parents might not ordinarily buy. But like I said in a previous Vlogmas video, I'm trying to be very intentional this month about making a drop off once a week, even if it's just something small. So like the box of pasta and the jar of sauce was less than $3, and it's just really an easy way to give back during the holiday season. Appointment is done, and I'm currently waiting at the bus stop for Cy. It was a little bit of a hustle. I was a little worried about timing because they were running just a little bit behind. They're always really good about answering questions for patients. So if somebody had more questions, they take more time, and that can put them behind. But the good news is that I am cleared to not only get in the swim spa and start doing some like light water exercise, I'm pretty much cleared to do anything. The surgeon said everything looks super good. There was like one spitting stitch, I think, spitting suture. And so they took care of that. They did some before and after photos. Well, after photos. We've done photos at every single appointment. But I'm just really excited that everything's looking good. And every plastic surgeon is different in terms of what they ask for, in terms of recovery, compression, you know, being released to exercise. I find that my surgeon is very much listen to your own body and just take things slow. So yes, I can run, swim, do whatever, but he said to really take it slow, build back up. He told me not to go run 5 miles. And the things I'm not allowed to do are like skydiving and kickboxing. So who would have known about that? And so I don't go back to the surgeon until like 6 months. But I was also really encouraged because my surgical consultant said that I'm looking really good, but that I'm still really early in my recovery, and that like the results are just going to keep getting better and better. But I did get a little antsy. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta pick up my little one. And now like the bus is running late. Thankfully, I had grapes from this morning still in my car. So we was snacking on those. Oh, I am feeling that early wake up. Like I will say after the surgery, I've just been tired. Like this, like 3 o'clock, 3:30 time is hard. Oop, there's the bus. So we're back from the bus stop. I have a call in like half an hour, and I think I'm gonna have like a real snack. I have cottage cheese. I believe this is 3 points or 2 points on the plan. And then I finally got my act together and picked up some sugar snap peas at the store, but that should keep me nice and satiated until it's time to make dinner. So I might seem like I'm snacking more today, but just like disclaimer, like we all eat on our own schedule. And so sometimes I tend to graze, sometimes I have bigger meals, but it's just like you got to do what works for you. So like if intermittent fasting works for you, that's great. Today I'm just kind of doing my own thing. And I do tend to like eat breakfast right when I get up, eat an earlier lunch. So like now at this like 3:30 time, I'm definitely ready for like a real snack. Can you explain your face?
I will eat whatever she makes. She is my darling wife, and she prepares whatever is good for me.
There is no crying in the kitchen. Hello and welcome to VLOGMAS. No ticket! So tonight for dinner I am making a potato cauliflower soup, which is a nice way to like add some bulk, reduce the points on your traditional potato soup. It's also enough to make your kids make their own dinner because they think potato cauliflower soup sounds, but I think it sounds good. And despite Mark making the face of like, he's now saying he'll eat it. So in my pot, I have onions and garlic, and they've been cooking, and now I'm adding a whole head of cauliflower and 4 like pretty decently, like the recipe said 3 medium potatoes, but I felt like these were 4 not quite medium potatoes. And this knife, it's a struggle. The potatoes are sticking, they're super starchy. We're gonna add 4 cups of chicken broth, let everything soften. And really, that's about it. Season it up with some thyme, salt, and pepper. You know, super simple dinner for this really dreary Indiana day. Fun fact, when your kids make dinner, they don't necessarily put away the ingredients. But while I was putting away the mayonnaise, I realized that we are lagging on Yeti's advent calendar. Yeti, you want a treat?
Can I give it to her?
You want to give it to her? Put your bowl in the sink, boo. All right, you gonna give them to her? Or do you make her work?
Set. Shay. Nice to meet you.
Oh, good girl.
Good girl. Shay. Yay, Shay. Nice to meet you. Good girl.
All right, our potatoes are fork tender, the cauliflower's done. So the next thing we're going to do is add a cup of cheese to the soup. I'm just kind of eyeballing it right there. So the only thing in this soup that are points are the cheese and the potatoes. And I'm guessing this is about a 5-point soup. I did add some salt and some thyme to this. But we're gonna move this over to the blender to get that all nice and silky smooth. We're just gonna put that in there and puree it until it's nice and smooth. Depending on your blender, you might have to do this in batches, and that's probably what I will do. We'll see. But hopefully this is as good as I hope it will be. I looked up potato cauliflower soup in the app, and there's one from Campbell's, and it was 3 points, which I don't know. So I think I'm going with 4, but I'm also slicing up a piece of bread, and I might do grilled chicken, but there's a lot of activity in the house right now, and I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So I'm just going to start the soup and the bread and see where it goes. You know, like that's real life for me. Mark, I want to get your first bite. Please tell me your honest reaction.
It's delicious. I should not have been hesitant. It has this really faint, you can really taste the cheese and the onions. It comes through. I can't really even taste the cauliflower. It's heavily potato based. It's just really, really good.
Thanks, babe. So that soup was so good. Mark was not lying. It was so good. I actually went back for like a half serving, so I counted it as 5 points, which leaves me 2 points for the day. So I am going to have 4 of these mini peppermint meringues from Trader Joe's. These are so good. And then I have some tea here in this mug I got in Guatemala. It was kind of like on the second scratch and dent. There's like a flaw right here, but I love it so much. It is so beautiful. When we were in Indianapolis over the weekend, we actually saw a similar mug that I think was made in the same area that I was, and they sell them here in the United States. Obviously it was cheaper in Guatemala, partially because the shipping is so expensive, but always just like so cozy to drink out of that mug. So that is going to wrap up today's Vlogmas What I Eat in a Day. Thank you so much for following along. If you feel compelled, please hit that red subscribe button and stay tuned for more Vlogmas fun.